Hi everyone, this is Carr with Dove Eye Films, and I know it's been a while since I've posted a uh, After Effects tutorial, so I would love to jump right into this one. Today we will be talking about kinetic typography. Now, what is kinetic typography? Well, kinetic typography is basically using graphic design and animation to bring life to spoken word through how you animate text. So let me show you what this means for a minute. I've got a cool example here from the comedian Lewis Black. It's a project that I've been working on for a little while. It's not finished, but it will get the job done.
So the federal government decided the way to make this money up was to have a $350 billion tax cut. Okay? And by the federal government, I mean Republicans and Democrats working together.
So this is what I have so far. Again, it's not the finished product, but what's important is that we're going to be using this as the basis for how you go about creating kinetic typography. So go ahead and open up After Effects. I'm going to be using After Effects CS6 today, but you can use any After Effects, does not matter which one. So go ahead and import your audio file, and once you have that, go and drag it to the composition button. And I'm going to quickly make a fix. Okay, so before we do any animation, we need to actually locate where in the timeline certain words are said within our audio file. Something that can really help you in doing this is having a typed list of everything that is said within your audio file. Well, you may be asking yourself, why is this useful? Well, it's useful for two reasons. Number one, when we preview the audio file, if you have this in front of you, it'll make it easier to find out how many words are actually spoken and then identify them. And then at the same exact time, when we go in and type these words up, you'll already have a written list of what words are spoken. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started figuring out where these words are said. How we're going to do this is, we're going to use a shortcut, which is Control-8, and we're going to preview the audio file, and every single time we hear a word spoken, we're going to hit that Control-8. So at this time I would go ahead and RAM preview my audio file, but for the sake of this tutorial, that takes way too much time and y'all don't really want to see me do that. So instead, what I have, just like a cooking show, is a already done composition where I have my audio file already marked properly and I have the text already put into it. So we can go ahead and jump into animating our text. So I can show you a couple things to make your text look better and how to animate it, but there really isn't any set way to animate your text. And kinetic typography is really about just having fun with it and finding new ways to just express what is being said or sung. Okay, so there are a couple things that I can show you, and the first one is how to create swinging text. How you do this is, go ahead and let's start out with the so, and I'm going to create a keyframe. I'm actually going to turn it into a 3D layer first, and then I'm going to pull down the keyframes and just make a quick keyframe right here. I don't think this gives us enough time, so I'm going to pull it back a little bit, and I'm going to put the text right here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this right here that I already had, and I'm going to start filling in some expressions to make it swing down. And actually, let me fix this real quick. First thing that we need to do is actually change the anchor point on the text. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the top of our frame, or the first part of our frame, and I'm going to change the anchor point by clicking on the anchor point and then going up here to this tool and dragging the anchor point to the top of the text so that it will swing from the top of the text and not the bottom. And then just delete this over here. And then I'm going to start filling in expressions, or not expressions, but keyframe positions. And the first one is going to be 180. Or not 180. About about 100. Then I'm going to go about 2 frames, and I'm going to do 180, and then a couple more frames, and do -30, and then go a couple more frames, and do 25. Couple more frames over, -20. And then a couple more frames over. This becomes 15. And then a couple more frames over. This is going to be -10. And then one more frame over, 2 frames over, you've got +5. And that's it. And then you have this nice swinging text. Let's see it for a minute. So that looks pretty good. And then there's some other expressions and some other plugins that you can buy or find online to further help you with animating text. One that I know of is Video Copilot's Swing Target, and there's another expression that's Ease and Whiz. I think it's about $15. But this has been Carr with Delvi Films, and I hope I helped you out today with your Kinetic Typography. If there's anything that you want to see in the next tutorial, or anything that I left out, or if you need any help, just post in the comment sections below, and I will be sure to reply as quickly as possible. Again, thank you all, and please subscribe.